Let's talk about you said that you haven't looked back, right, since implementing this change, and now we're a couple 3 years into it. What are some of the things that you are able to do? What are the like, "Oh, this was unimaginable in our previous world that is now just kind of mind-blowing and table stakes at this point in the journey?"
Yeah, great question. I mean, I'll start with, and I will hopefully my leadership agrees with me sharing this tidbit. But we every year we do a customer survey, kind of polling all of our community of their favorite things, the best things, things that we can work on. And the number one thing on our survey last year that was done was Oracle Eloqua and our migration and transition. Right, it was that big of a drastic change in the positive fashion that it became even as a ticketing company, our number one highest rated thing. So I take that as we made the right decision, right? And that's why we're not looking back. But even before I talk about some of the advanced and complicated things, I really want to stress, and this was a big proponent as to why we went to Eloqua, is how easy it is to do the impactful things that you need to do on a day-to-day basis, right? So in the previous provider we had, yes, we could do some pretty cool things. It was kind of difficult to do it, but we couldn't do the easy things easy. It was still difficult to do it. So the focus and attention that I think Oracle has put into Eloqua's UI for ease of use to build emails, to the drag and drop builder, through landing pages using the same drag and drop interface, through the multi-step campaign drag and drop interface, should not be underplayed. Living in a world I did previously, that is not always the case. Um, and in that case and moving forward, sometimes you get all that that's nice and pretty in the UI, but you miss out on the ability to do things like web tracking, the things to do like lead scoring, and the things to like custom data objects and things like that, where you need to pump in all this custom data. So a lot of platforms will give you one or the other. They won't necessarily give you both. And Oracle provided that in a perfect combination, right? I think Eloqua is the perfect combination of easy to use for our self-sufficient people who need to go out, easily segment on that data that's feeding in multiple times a day from our ticketing system, from Salesforce, from other third-party data sets, but also allow us to build out these advanced personalized landing pages. We're actually, since you ask, and things that we didn't envision doing previously, we are using an app that you guys built, and I mentioned it earlier, the R1 Relationship One Personalization Manager app, for a variety of things. We're actually able to generate, because we're storing data in Eloqua in its own custom data object, so ticketing data, fundraising data, attendance data. We can actually use the Relationship One Personalization Manager app to grab that data and to return that data in whatever way we want, whether it's one line or whether it's multiple lines, to really give statements. So we can now email customers and say, "Hey, it's time for renewals. Here's where your seats are located. Here's how much you owe. Click here to log into your account and to do what we need you to do." Right, and just the ability to do all that next to a drag and drop builder just didn't seem fathomable, is that a word, a couple years ago, right? It's blown my mind in that we could have this easy to use interface while still allowing us access to complicated data, and make it all seamlessly happen together.